Lee Min-ho's shocking transformation has fans speechless. You won't believe what he did. When Lee Min-ho dropped those black and white photos on Instagram with the caption, "Bazaar's Omniscient Perspective," nobody was prepared for what they were about to witness. The man who's been known for his romantic leading roles just revealed a side of himself that has fans doing complete 180s on social media. What started as one of the most controversial casting decisions in recent K-drama history has turned into something nobody saw coming. The internet has been buzzing non-stop since these images surfaced, and the transformation is so dramatic that even his harshest critics are starting to eat their words. But here's what's really wild. This isn't just about looking different. Reports suggest Lee Min-ho went to extreme lengths to embody this character, and what he did behind the scenes might shock you more than the final result. The casting storm that nearly broke the internet. Let's rewind to when this whole controversy started. When rumors first surfaced about Lee Min-ho being cast as Yoo Joong-hyuk in Omniscient Reader, The Prophet, the fan community absolutely lost it. Reddit threads exploded with thousands of comments, and they weren't holding back. Fans were furious, calling it the worst casting decision ever, and questioning how someone known for romantic comedies could possibly portray one of fiction's most brutal survivors. The character of Yoo Joong-hyuk isn't your typical hero. He's a hardened warrior who's lived through countless apocalyptic scenarios, watching everyone he cares about die over and over again. Fans had a very specific vision of who should play this role, and Lee Min-ho's pretty boy image seemed like the complete opposite of what they wanted. The backlash was so intense that some fans started online petitions trying to get the casting changed. But here's where things get interesting. Industry insiders were whispering that Lee Min-ho knew exactly what he was getting into. Sources close to the production suggest he was well aware of the fan resistance and was determined to prove everyone wrong. What nobody expected was just how far he'd be willing to go to make that happen. The transformation nobody saw coming. While fans were busy complaining online, Lee Min-ho was quietly putting himself through what can only be described as a complete metamorphosis. According to recent interviews, the actor didn't just study the character, he seemed to absorb every aspect of Yoo Joong-hyuk's tortured existence. Those close to the production describe his preparation as obsessive and unlike anything they'd seen before. The physical transformation was just the beginning. Lee Min-ho reportedly spent months studying the psychological profile of someone who's experienced repeated trauma and loss. He dove deep into the character's backstory, understanding what it means to be someone who's watched civilization collapse multiple times. His quote about being deeply moved by how Yoo Joong-hyuk continues to endure even after losing so many people hints at just how emotionally invested he became in this role. What's really fascinating is how this preparation shows in those Harper's Bazaar photos. That intense gaze everyone's talking about isn't just good photography. It's the result of Lee Min-ho genuinely channeling the character's pain and determination. Industry photographers who worked on the shoot described his presence as completely different from his previous work, almost like he was a different person entirely. The method behind the madness. Here's where things get really intense. While Lee Min-ho hasn't revealed all the details of his preparation process, leaked information from the set suggests he went full method actor for this role. Reports indicate he isolated himself during filming, staying in character even between takes. Some crew members described him as haunting and almost unrecognizable from the charming actor they knew before. The psychological aspect of playing Yoo Joong-hyuk seems to have taken a real toll. In his Harper's Bazaar interview, Lee Min-ho talked about how the character's will to survive in a broken world resonated with him. But those familiar with the project suggest the connection went much deeper than he's publicly admitted. There are whispers that he consulted with trauma specialists and survival experts to understand the mindset of someone who's endured what Yoo Joong-hyuk has experienced. What makes this even more compelling is how Lee Min-ho's approach contrasts with the ongoing controversy surrounding the film adaptation. While fans continue to criticize changes made to other characters, particularly the backlash over Jisoo's character wielding a gun instead of a sword, Lee Min-ho's transformation has become the one thing most critics are starting to praise. It's like he single-handedly shifted the narrative from wrong casting to maybe this could actually work. When haters become believers, the internet can be a brutal place, especially for actors taking on beloved characters. But something unprecedented happened after those recent photos dropped. The same Reddit communities that were trashing Lee Min-ho's casting are now filled with comments like, "I take everything I said," and "his gaze alone screams Yoo Joong-hyuk." The transformation has been so convincing that even the most dedicated fans of the original work are starting to get excited about his portrayal. What's particularly interesting is how this controversy reflects the broader challenges facing Omniscient Reader the Prophet. The film has been dealing with criticism about historical inaccuracies and character changes, with some fans feeling the adaptation strays too far from the source material. But Lee Min-ho's commitment to authentically portraying Yoo Joong-hyuk has become a beacon of hope for those worried about the film's faithfulness to the original story. The timing of this transformation reveal is also worth noting. With the July 2025 release date approaching, these photos serve as a powerful statement that maybe, just maybe, the casting directors knew what they were doing all along. The dramatic shift in public opinion suggests that Lee Min-ho's gamble on this challenging role might be paying off in ways nobody anticipated. What's certain is that this transformation has changed the conversation entirely. Instead of questioning whether he can pull off Yoo Joong-hyuk, fans are now wondering just how far he was willing to go to become the character. And that shift in perspective might be the most impressive transformation of all. Disclaimer: some information about Lee Min-ho's preparation methods is based on industry reports and speculation. Official details about his character preparation process have not been fully confirmed by the actor or production team.